Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. It's a brand new week, so we're going to be doing the next 5 stages. That's stages 22 to 26 of the Fanhome release and build the Michael Bay Optimus Prime.
My name is Optimus Prime.
So if you remember last time, we were working on the leg. In these stages, we're going to be finishing the leg and starting the pelvis area. I don't know what we're going to be doing after that. Are we going down to the next leg? Are we going onto the arms? Are we doing... Who knows? But if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also a QR code on the screen there that if you scan that with your phone, you'll be able to go to the Fanhome website. It will let them know that you come from the World of Wayne YouTube channel. You can order this through yourself. But if you like what you see, we're going to be continuing that today. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So it's going to start with stage 22. Let's have a look through the magazine. So a bit about the cartoon, and there's the G1 Transformer there. Some of the old Transformer toys there as well. So it looks like we are still working on this right leg. So we have got some details which are going to be going together like that. And I think this is what we're clamping onto the side that we haven't really done anything with at the moment. So that's good. We're going to be completing that. So if I bring the leg over to where we were working last time, you can see we've got 2 holes just here and here. That's going to be for this detail, just to push into those holes. So I'm going to line the lugs up for that and push that in. Just going to put that to one side. And it looks like I'm creating some sort of like universal joint at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting this ball joint into this section here. And I'm going to be pushing a pin down the top there. Now the pins are in this bag. They look like this. And as you can see, one side is smooth, one side is rough. It's the smooth side that's going to go in first. So I can just push that in there. Get my little hammer. And just bang that in. Like that. I'm then going to put this next bit of the joint in, which is going to go in just like that. Once again, another pin to hold that in place. And my hammer again. Put that into place. So we have got a jointed section here now. So the ball joint that we put in is going to go into this point just here. So I can click that in like that. And then if you remember in the last detail, we started creating this section here. All I'm going to be doing is screwing this now into this point just here with an MP screw. And then once that's done, and that's in place like this, bring over the leg. And we're going to be attaching this. We've got 2 points here and here, which are going to go onto the 2 lugs just at the top. All of these lugs down this side are going into here. And then we've got this centre spindle here, which is just going to go into here. So let's get that sorted out. Probably best to line up the ones on this side first. And then line up that centre spindle. And there we go. That's fully in place. Like that. And then the last thing to put in is this plate here. Again, 2 lugs just going into these 2 holes on this side. 1 and 2. Push that into place. You heard that clip in then. And that looks like the leg is now complete. And I do like how you've got all of these moving parts on here, which is quite good. But that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 23, I'm believing that leg's done now. So we're going to be moving now onto, keep turning, the pelvis. So we've got the pelvis area here. We're going to be attaching some details just to that. So it's looking like that. Not many details on this one, but the first detail we've got looks like this. It's a D-shaped pattern and it's just going to go in here like that, held in from the other side with an IP screw. I've got another detail looking just like this here. That's going to go into the 2 holes at the side here. This is just a push in. So once it's lined up, push that in. And then you've guessed it, I've got another push in here, which is this detail looking like that. It's going to go into the 2 holes up here. And then I'm just going to be pushing the lugs into place. Perfect. So that now looks like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 24, I'm guessing we're going to continue working on the pelvis. Keep turning. And yep, the pelvis too. More details here. We're going to be adding on to what we've just created. So by the end of it, it's looking like this. And we've got no screws in this one. So I'm guessing all of this is just going to be pushed together. So we do have these ball joints going into some plates. So what we need to do is put one ball joint. I'm just trying to figure out if there is a way these go. These are exactly the same. So it doesn't matter which one we put in. But one's going to go in here just like that. And the other one's going to go in the other side, like that. Bring over what we were working on in the last stage here. And I've got this detail to put in, which is just going to slot into the side like that there. And what you should have is these holes that we've got in this part are going to fit over the lugs here. So it's a case of lining them up and pushing that down. So that will sit perfectly on its own in there. Turn this over. And then on this side, we've got this ring to put in. Now this can only go in one way. So I'm lining the lugs up the way it goes and then push that all the way in. You do want that to be nice and flush in there. So it is going to take some clipping in like that. Perfect. So that's flush all the way around. I've got this bracket to go on top of that section. So again, lining the lugs up and pushing that in as hard as I can get it. And that's the end of that stage. So we've got these two plate sections and we've built onto this section here. So in stage 25, let's have a look what we're doing. I'm guessing it's more pelvis. It is the pelvis part 3. So we've got another plate like we had first time with one detail to put in this time. Putting that detail in and screwing it in. Nice quick stage, this one. These are solid chunks of metal, just so you know. Okay, so that one part that we're going to be putting in looks just like this. Is a plastic part again, going into the D-shaped hole down the bottom. And I have still got an IP screw left over from the last stage. So it's just a case of screwing that in. That's in, and that's probably the quickest stage of any build I've done. That's just an excuse to use the indent, isn't it? The stage indent. But this is the last stage of the pack, stage 26. So here's the magazine, looking like that. And I'm guessing we're going to be putting some details just on that section as well, just like last time. This is new. What are we doing with those? So we are just piecing these together and just putting this on here. We're not actually putting anything on this section. So this pack, or this stage, is going to be even quicker than the last one. So I'm going to do this slightly backwards. I'll do this bit first, because this is quite easy. It's just two plastic sections here, which I'm linking together the lugs. And again, making sure they line up and pushing them in as far as they'll go. So there's no gap left there, looking like that. And I can put that to one side. Now these sections, basically all we're doing is we're just going to be pushing this into these parts here. So they work kind of like hydraulics. And we've got to do that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now I do like to review what we've actually done. So we've got these 4 little hydraulic things here. 2 metal parts of the pelvis we're working on. And I'm guessing this detail is eventually going to go on here. We have got some plates, as you can see there. And then if I bring over the phenomenally big leg, we put this whole side on. We did all of this, and we did this part at the front that moves. It's all good. That was remarkably quick. But it does look really impressive, I'm sure you'll agree. But once again, if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.